Hey everybody, how's it going? We're gonna do a live video today. Trying to get everything set up for you. Let a few people hop on, check it out. I've already been airbrushing quite a bit today. So I've got a few things to show you. And I'm going to be doing some airbrushing live for you as well. That's the goal. Work on getting everything set up for you. Get it all ready. Make sure all the technical side's working. I hear the echo. Can you hear me, guys? What do you think? Everybody hear me okay? I want some talkers in here today. You guys gonna talk to me? I'm gonna put my Etsy link in the top of the comments for you. That way it'll be there anytime you need it. The awesome wife just walked in. Say hi to everybody.
Hi everybody.
She's been busy today posting everything online for you. There's a lot of the stuff that's on my Etsy page now. I'm going to show you guys some of that. I wanted to get in on this Black Friday stuff, right? I sure hope so. Love you, baby. Check this little guy out. Isn't that a cool Christmas stocking? I like this idea. It's kind of a cross between Jack Skellington and a snowman. Watching from the beach. Oh my goodness, Linda. Must be nice. I've got it good and toasty and warm in here. By the way, guys, this one is available right now. At the time of me making this video, it's available. Okay. Right now I have one. I'm going to try to make some more, but this is the only one available at the moment. If you get on the Etsy link fast enough, you can have it. Get on there and get it quick. I got a feeling it'll go pretty quick. I'm going to show you guys some of my other stock items real fast. Very cool stocking. Thank you, Cindy. It's available at the moment. I'm going to show you a few more that's available on my Etsy page. And like I said, the link to the Etsy page should be in the description. And it should be like one of the top comments. I've got this one available. I like this one. He's pretty new. It's the last one of him for now. Haven't had a chance to make any more. This one is on the Etsy page. Cindy, you have to get a hat. All right, well, be sure to get on there quick. Any Harley Davidson guys out there? Can you make a Dragon Ball Z one? I could probably put the logo or something on there. I do try to keep the stockings fairly simple, and that way I can keep them inexpensive. Don't put a lot of details and stuff in it. This one is available. Guys, this is the first time I've really shown a bunch of available stuff like this on a live Facebook feed. So I don't know when you'll get a chance to watch this, but when it aired at 2 o'clock on Black Friday, this is the stuff that was available. I can't make any promises that it'll be available even by the end of the video. Some of this stuff's pretty popular and people want it, and I'm giving you guys the first exclusive chance to go grab it real quick, and it's yours. How cool is that? Give me just a moment, I'll show you some more. Got stuff everywhere, guys. Guess I should have been prepared, huh? Starting to look a lot like Christmas around here. These tote bags. These tote bags, they don't usually last long. I do have a Christmas one for you. Look at that. Isn't he cool? Who doesn't love the Grinch? What do you think? A few more designs. There's the bat. There's a cool skull. For you rose lovers out there, what do you think? Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Linda. Everybody's favorite right there. Love the skull. Good. I'm getting ready to airbrush the skull here in just a few minutes. I want to let a few people hop on. There's the eyeball. I actually airbrushed that eyeball live. I want to make sure that I talk about everything and get it all in there. The tree skirts. I've got some news on these tree skirts. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get any more custom orders done in time for Christmas on these tree skirts because everybody wants to decorate with them and they want them early. Well, guys, I have a very full schedule, so getting things out early is kind of out of the question already, but I do have some available. It is a 20-inch tree skirt, and this is a 20-inch tree skirt. Again, at the time of me making this video, around 2 o'clock on Black Friday, these are available. Shell says the eyeball is awesome. Thank you very much. These are available on Etsy while limited supplies last. Yes, these that you see me showing you now are available at this moment. That could change anytime. There could be people on there getting them right now, and I'm not going to stop that. Some more items that have been very popular, I've sold 3 or 4 of these just today, is the beanies. Anybody beanie wearers out there? Do you wear a beanie? Again, these are pleated, so they don't get a lot of detail work. Plus, it's something that's going to stretch. I know it would stretch if I put it on my pad head, right? So if I put a lot of details in them, they would disappear. Ornaments. Do you guys want to see some ornaments? Or should I just wait for another video? You guys are probably ready for me to airbrush. You want to watch me airbrush? Let's do some airbrushing. This is not for a customer. I'm going to airbrush this one. Just for Etsy, just for today, okay? This is something I'm going to try, something new. This is airbrushed exclusively for you guys that are watching, because when I get done airbrushing it, I'm going to seal it, I'm going to put it on Etsy, and then it's gone, okay? So everybody that's not watching isn't even going to know it's existing. They don't know it's out there. So I think it's a cool idea, especially for you guys that stick with me and watch my work. So the first thing I'm going to make, well, you'll just have to wait and see, won't you? That's why you're here. You'll see what it is pretty quick, though, I'm sure. We'll go ahead and get started with the layout here. Try to envision it in your head as you're going so you know the basics of your proportions. I could do this all the time. I love this. I love creating. It's so cool. I've got like a million things I wanted to talk about on video, but I just want to airbrush. This is what I want to do. I'm hoping it don't bore you too bad by watching. Try to please everybody. The ones that want to watch me airbrush, the ones that want updates and to hear about stuff. That's another reason why I like my YouTube so much. It gives me a chance to explain, you know, the project that I've just finished or the project that I'm working on as I do it. Mermaid. What do you want a mermaid on, Linda? I've done a few mermaids. If you guys have not checked out my YouTube yet, please go over and check it out. Subscribe. Hit some buttons for me so that you guys can see the updates. Because I will update a video that I make of something. I'll update it on YouTube first. So if you're on my YouTube, you'll get to see the things before anybody else does. YouTube allows me to do a lot more telling of the stories behind the projects, and just makes it more personal for me. I enjoy it, even though I'm still working on getting used to this whole camera thing and people watching me and things like that, but I'm trying. I am trying. It helps when somebody's talking to me. You know, I need to know that y'all are watching. I need to know that y'all are paying attention, or if I'm doing something you don't like, you know, tell me. Any ideas of what I'm making yet? For any of you out there that want to learn, once I get my YouTube built up a little bit, I do plan on doing how-to videos. I'll go over my paint, the reduction, the PSI on my airbrush, all of it. I want to do some cleaning videos where I clean my airbrush guns out at the end of the day and show you the best way that I do it. Just remember though, I don't claim to be a know-it-all on this stuff. I just love it. So I'm going to show you my way of doing it. May not be the right way, and that's okay. I'm just going to show you my way and how I do it, and you can take from that what you want. Almost looks like Oogie's head. Well, it does. It is close. Skull Santa, good job sharing. See it taking shape now. Just pulling this one out of my head. I don't have any reference pictures or anything on this one today. Usually I do. Usually I'll have something close just to give me some kind of guidance if I need it. We'll go a little creepy today since it's Black Friday. What do you think? Anybody else out there like a little bit on the dark side? Polly, you liking it? Are you liking it so far? I will have Beth put this on Etsy when I get done with it, okay? Anybody that wants this, if you like it when I get done, you can be the first one to grab it. Can it be washed in the washer? Linda, I'm not sure which one you're asking about. My shirts and hoodies can be washed without a problem. What I do with these is, and the beanie hats, is I put a fabric sealer spray on them. Matter of fact, I've got some out here right now. I will spray this over it. I am not sponsored, but this is Save Tea from Coast Airbrush. That will help it last, although I'm sure everybody's soap and everybody's water and everybody's washing machine is different. So one person will wash it and nothing will go wrong. It'll look like brand new. Another person will wash the same thing and it'll fade. So I know it will fade over time, but at least with the protector on it, I know that if something was spilled on it, it'll help a lot. And you could take like a wet washcloth or something and pat it dry and help get the stain off of it that way. That'd be the best way to do it. I do always recommend inside out, if possible, depending on what it is you're washing. Cindy Lou says cold water wash and hang dry is the best way to go. That's some good advice, Cindy Lou. I agree. If you can hang dry it, that'll be less friction for it to be in with the dryer and stuff. You got a picture, you know, when it's in a washing machine and a dryer, that's a lot of friction going against that surface. And you're going to be just pounding it with other things in there, and that's a lot on it. So if you could avoid that, it'd be best. Now you got to remember, guys, on these, the bottom is actually like right here. Put my arm out of the way. The bottom's going to be like right here. So you don't want to airbrush all the way down because this is just going to be the very bottom. Something to think about whenever you're laying something like this out. Or even if you're sitting here watching me wondering, well, why didn't he go all the way down? Well, that's why. I think the image would be lost and it'd be kind of a waste of everybody's time. I did forget to mention this bag right here, this one, today is its actual debut. I have not posted this anywhere yet. So you guys are the very first person to see this one. It is now available on my Etsy page if you want to get on there and grab that up real quick. Again, the Etsy page should be in the description. Can somebody verify that for me? James, yeah, they're water resistant, so you could wash them by hand and it shouldn't have any problems. Because this paint, it's pretty durable. It's made for fabric. I mean, I'm not hurting that at all. But now moisture will be a little different. You soak it in water, it's not going to like you very much. That's why I put the water resistant spray on it. That way I'm giving you guys a little bit of help, make it last longer. I want my art to last forever. I mean, that's one of the reasons I do this, is to have artwork everywhere and continue my legacy. So I don't want it to not last. So I also got to keep it affordable. You guys go get to see me do some color here in a moment. But this is the layout. It's pretty much there. Link is there. Thank you so much, Linda. You're awesome. I really do appreciate that. It's hard for me to see everything on this end and work all at the same time. I'm pretty good at multitasking sometimes, but I am a man. I do have that selective memory, I guess. Sorry guys, we know it's true. Alright, what I'm going to do, get my red spread through the hat. And the reason I didn't put the ball on the end yet is for overspray concerns. I won't have to worry about going back and hitting that with 2 or 3 times because of the overspray. That way I can make it nice and bright, big as I want to. I did already have red in the gun from an earlier project, so that works out very well. I like to shake it around a little bit. It helps give me a little bit of texture to the hat. Kind of gets sporadic with it, you know? So if there's a couple pieces that are hit and miss, that's okay. It helps give it some texture. I don't want the hat to seem too flat. It'll be more like a helmet then. This way I'll get some light and dark spots on it. Does that make sense? I bought the last Boogie slouch hat. All right. Good job, Cindy. Way to grab it. I went to your Etsy, but got sidetracked by your stuff. Well, that's a good problem to have, I guess. Did you find anything you like, Cindy? How's it going, Daniel? It's good to see you. Glad to see you on here. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit. Grab some of the overspray that's on the fabric. All these little fibers, they want to catch that overspray as I'm painting. So this will help clean some of that up. Better go to Etsy before everything's gone. Polly, it'd be a good idea. Had several orders today already. Go out there and check it out. Go look and come back and see where we're at. Because I do plan on airbrushing one more object after this one. So we'll be here for a few minutes. You guys want to step over into the Etsy shop and take a look around? I just saw a new order pop up, as a matter of fact. So that's good. That's good feedback for me. Maybe that means you guys like the videos. Do you? Do you like the videos? Is it something I should do just every now and then to kind of change it up from regular post? What do you think? Watch the fold here on the hat. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to really make it stand out. That way you know it's there. Put a little bit of shadow in there. And we'll come back. I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to kind of stay out of the way. Cindy Lou says, if I was off work, it's really cool watching you bring something to life, inspiring me to get back into painting. Absolutely, Margaret. If I can inspire somebody, then it's definitely all worth it. I'm just an airbrush artist. I can't do nothing without you guys. So I want you to see what I'm doing. What I'll do now is, as I add some of the black and the shadows and the finer lines, it defines them and makes them sharper. So now that hat really stands out, which is what I want because it's a specific, very specific hat, and it's for Christmas. So I want it to be a good portion of your vocal point when you see this, you know. I'm going to give him a little bit of shadow underneath the hat. That gives it some thickness. I'm going to bring it close to the camera so you guys can get a good look. And I'm not done yet, but so maybe you can see a little bit more about what I'm doing. Linda, the Harley Davidson thing, can it be personalized with a short name? Absolutely. That reminds me, because I didn't mention it earlier, this one here, it has room for the names here. And I can fit a pretty good size name right there. Not a problem. Couldn't find it on Etsy. Okay, well, I will work on that. If it's not on there, I will definitely make sure to take care of that. And I apologize if it's not. You can also message me if you need to remind me, but I will make sure that it's available to you if you don't find it on there. Alright, I'm going to hit up some highlights here with the white. Did everybody fill their bellies up full of turkey yesterday? I know I did. Cindy Lou is waiting for something with a motorcycle or a dragon. Beth is watching and she says, Linda, that the Harley is on my Etsy page, so you may want to give that another look. Grab it before somebody else does. Beth, thank you very much. She is on it. She takes good care of me. I just do the airbrush work. A lot goes on behind the camera. I'm gonna darken that nose in some. Could I put a semi-truck on a t-shirt? I sure can. Nancy, I could put a semi-truck, especially like the front view. I could put it on a shirt, put it on a hoodie. I could put it on a canvas for you. Anything that's, you know, about like this or larger, that wouldn't be a problem at all. I could take care of that for you. You just get your order in whenever you need to. Alright. Darken this nose up a little bit. It'll help define it just a little bit better. What do you think? He's looking pretty cool, isn't he? Looks happy in that hat, doesn't he? He's just ready for Christmas, right? I think he is. Eddie, you need a list of all the wants people want you to paint. You know, I used to do that. I really did. I used to write it down. Every time somebody would mention something, I would get a list out, pen and paper, and then like at the end of the month or something, I would hit them up and be like, hey, how about that thing you wanted? And most people either wouldn't respond or they forgot about it or they changed their mind. And now that I've gotten a little bit more popular, there's days that I'll have 40 to 50 people get a quote from me on something, and you know, one or two of them will actually commit. So the money talks now. If you want something, go to my Etsy. There's custom orders or custom listings on there, and order it. and I will get you on the schedule. That's the only way to do it. I don't make stuff until till your order's been purchased. It's the best way I can do to keep it fair with people wanting my time and my ability and my skills. And I mean, it's an amazing feeling to have everybody wanting something from you, but I gotta find ways to keep it fair. Hey, that's cool, Ronald says. Well, I appreciate it. I think some of the ideas would still sell. Well, I'm sure you're right, Cindy. That's why I have those stock items. Those all come from ideas either I've had or even other people have had. They'll give me ideas, and that's why there's so many stock items on my Etsy page. If there's anybody watching right now that knows my Etsy link, you're welcome to post it right here in the comments anytime. Kind of spam it out there a little bit so anybody can go to it. Look at him. He's almost done. How's he looking? He's going to be really cool. Remember, when this video is over, I will take a picture, send it to the wife. Beth will put that on Etsy for the first person to grab it, okay? Cindy is the grandmother of dragons. That is a pretty cool nickname. Have you seen the dragon eye license plates I've been doing? I've actually got one behind you that I can't show you right now. I've got several things laying around that I've got covered up and hidden that are Christmas presents that can't be seen right now. But that's okay, they'll come. I'll have videos of them on my YouTube. I'll make Facebook posts for you. Now when I do these little fuzz balls right here, I like to make them kind of shaggy looking. But when I do, you can see almost every fabric in it. Steve, what's up, buddy? We're having our Black Friday fun. For everybody that's not out there on them crazy roads with all them millions and millions of shoppers out there. Yeah, Beth, I'm talking to you. And a lot of other people. You get to enjoy watching me paint, talk about some of the stuff I've got for sale. Thank you, Margaret. I love doing the details myself. What do you think? How's it look? I think I can safely call this one finished. What do you think? Looks just like me, don't it? Alright guys, this one's going to lay over here and dry for a few minutes. I think I want to make one of these. That way I'll have two for you. Of course, no two of them's the same, but I will show you something. You'll be able to watch the process of this. Okay. Now with this red background like this, if I was to just go on there and try to paint it, that red's going to come through. Okay. So what I actually need to do is go in with some black. Let's go ahead and cover a big portion of it. Again, this is where you've got to envision it in your head. Where's it going to be? How's it going to lay out? So, you know, there's going to be his head. It's going to be like here. The body here. I want to leave some red. That'll be the background of the stocking. And make sure that's still there. This eliminates that bleed through of color. That took me a few projects to figure out too. That's no fun when you get done doing something and realize that the color is so predominant pulling through it that it takes away from everything you've just done. Makes you want to start over or just burn it sometimes. I've had that feeling. I'm sure any artist can appreciate that. Alright, I'm going to do the hat line. Make this one a little different. His hat's going to come down right here. Make sure paint level's good in the gun. Got plenty of paint for this one. Alright guys, you ready? Here we go. Looks like a good spot for his hat. Stay away from that white, not get it soaked right. Because that's where your name's going to go, right? Well, which one of you guys is going to get this? This one. This one's already listed. So you better hurry. As far as I know, it's still there. Somebody could have gotten it while we were making this video. Now you see what I've done there? Now I've just got it all laid out in just basically a silhouette. You still get a little bit of the red, but I mean, that's understandable. So right now I'm not actually blowing any air, or I'm sorry, blowing any paint, because what I'm doing is blowing air to help it speed up the drying process a little bit. Luckily it's good and warm in here. It's over 80 right now, but I want that black to be a little bit cured up and dried as I go. Jennifer says it's there. All right, thank you. Yeah, anybody wants this one? If you want it, it's there as of right now at this very moment, and that could change at any time. And you get it, you can order it where I'll put your name right here. Okay? Your name or your kid's name, your dog's name, your cousin's name, any name you want, I don't care. All right, now. I'm going to do the line of the hat. People say, well, I can't even draw a straight line. Well, me neither. What do you think? Is it straight? Is that a straight line? Alright. Need to quit goofing off. I won't even go get anything done, right? I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but there's a little bit of a blue tint to it. I can see it here. I don't know how well the camera picks it up. John Blender, what's going on, wild man? Good to see you on here. John Blender is a very awesome guy and a good inspiration. He's been helping to inspire me for years. Him and his wife. They're awesome people, amazing people. Hope to get to collaborate with them again soon. See how I've got the layout of the hat? Okay, so now it's time for the face. And I'm really going to soak this in, okay? Notice I angle it this way, so it's not blowing on the red, because it's okay if overspray goes along where I'm painting already. Those are little tricks that I try to remember to explain for people that want to know it, because if I was to just hit it head on, it's going to spread out evenly, and it's going to be over here all in my red. Now if I just tried to put this white just directly on top of the red, it would have never really shown up very well. You're going to get a lot of pinks. But I can eliminate all that by going over it with that black first. I like to leave it a little dark on this side, so that way it's got a light source coming in this way. Does that make sense? It does in my head. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else. Cindy Lou asks, how long have I been airbrushing? I was given an airbrush kit from my uncle and my mother 8 years ago for Christmas. I absolutely fell in love with it. So I started practicing and practicing. People say, well, what's the first thing you airbrushed? It was actually the kit, the styrofoam itself that the kit came in. I put a green skull on it. Imagine that, right? See, look how much he's changed. Looking more like a snowman, right? What do you think? But yeah, 8 years ago, and I started airbrushing stuff, and pretty much anything that would get in front of me, I would airbrush it, and made a lot of mistakes, which is what you got to do to learn. Ruined a lot of projects, but they were my projects. They wasn't for anybody, so it didn't really matter. Then I had people like my uncle and family and friends that would support me and tell me I'm doing good, you know, and then we would trade out work. And then I actually had some people were asking me to do work for them, and that just blew me away. Like, hey, can you do a license plate? Like, okay. Hey, can you put this on a canvas? You know, I'll give you some money for it. Okay. So then after a while, I realized that not just having a cool little hobby to learn out here, that I could actually make a little bit of money with it. And that concept just blew me away. You know, I love to be an artist, so to make money doing artwork is amazing. What kind of work did you do before airbrushing? Hang on, James. I don't do custom beanies. I have the beanies that I have on stock, but I don't do custom because I could only imagine some of the insane requests I would get to try to fit on a $15 beanie. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm sorry. Again, I've got these. They stretch. And if you notice, when I stretch it, it doesn't disappear. The image is still there. That's because once I lay it out, I also will stretch it out, and then I'll paint inside there where all the pieces are that would normally be black. Okay, so I get in there and paint that too, so that when I know somebody's gonna put this on their head, right? Not on their wall. So when it stretches out, it doesn't need to turn into something else. So I do go the extra mile and try to make a good product as best as I can. But to be able to just put anything on a beanie and take custom requests, I'm sorry, James, I cannot. What kind of work did I do, Kathy? For years, I did what I thought I was supposed to do, which was make a paycheck. And the best place to do that, to provide for my family around here, was at a factory. So I done a lot of factory work, a lot of 12-hour shifts, depending on the factory. During the holidays, I was usually working shifts to cover everybody else while they were off. That's what a dry airbrush looks like. There's no paint in there. It just ran out. When I'm doing fabric, sometimes I can just use paint straight out of the bottle, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm not doing a lot of details, if I'm doing any details at all, you need to reduce it, or it's not going to come out very good. Ronald says, I had a Badger 350 airbrush gun when I first started, and I still have it. That is pretty cool, man. My red that I was just using a few minutes ago, this was my first Iwata. And I got it probably 6-7 years ago when I started getting a little bit more serious. I stepped up and went to the Iwata Eclipse and never looked back. And I have 4 of them in my arsenal now. Now we're back in business. He's definitely starting to look a lot like a snowman, right? So now, let's do the mashup. Beth will put the Etsy link on there again. That's cool. Ronald, you're welcome to ask questions anytime. Hey, Destiny, how's it going? Got that belly full of turkey? You need to be out in the woods hunting. Yeah, me too. Hopefully I get to go tomorrow. All right, let's get those wild looking eyes that Jack has, right? Keep trying to remind myself to start, when you do eyes, start on the left-hand side. So that way, I'll move over to the right and be able to do the next one. Because if you did the right and moved over to the left, I've done blindsided myself because I use my right hand and I don't get to compare them together. Little tricks like that will make a world of difference while you're working. But it is something that I do have to remind myself of. And just to be a little different, in case you already didn't notice, I like to be off center. And this is going to hang, you know, like this. I enjoy being off center because I don't want anything to be perfect. That's the point of my airbrushing. So I don't want him centered on the stocking, just like I wouldn't want him centered on anything else. I didn't measure to make sure that it's the same on both sides and such. It's just not me as an artist. I want it to be off a little bit. Like me. Oh man, I said that on a live video. Okay, y'all pay no attention to that. Rewind it, fast forward it, whatever you gotta do. You didn't hear that. Alright, well Jack would normally have the stitched mouth, right? But since he's part snowman, he's gonna get the rocks, right? Now these dots like this, that's something that they really tell you to practice a lot of when you first start airbrushing. You need to be able to do these dots. Seems silly when you first start out. Like what good dots gonna do me? I don't need to do dots. Well, here's a prime example of different size little dots. Really does work, comes in handy. Kathy says, I'm glad you don't have to work in the factory anymore. I'm sure they loved your working skills. Happy that you get to do what you love and be able to provide for your family. Kathy, me too. Me too. Thank you so much. But I mean, I can't do this by myself. I could sit out here and airbrush forever, and that doesn't mean I get to provide for my family. The only reason I get to provide for my family doing what I love is because of the people that are watching this video. The ones that are going to my Etsy page and saying, hey, I want that. Or I wonder if he can do this. I'm going to get him to do that. If it wasn't for that, then I'd just be making a video of me doing a hobby. And I'd probably be in a factory right now not able to do even as a hobby. So for everybody that watches this, thank you. I love it so much. Alright, so let's get back to some Jack. Got these little fat collar that he wears. The wild looking wings that come out. Usually a set of 3 in most art depictions. So these will go off this way. Put a shirt in the middle. Make lines for it. Jack usually wears a suit. Snowman doesn't, right? Well, none of my snowmen ever wore a suit. I didn't have that kind of money growing up to have suits for my snowmen. Maybe you did, I don't know. You could get like a collar right here, now remember? I think I've done this before. I like these. I don't have to have a reference, you know, and I don't have to make it a specific way. I can just freelance it and go, you know. But now to make a difference between all this to show what it is, we're going to add the stripes. Okay, because right now you can't really tell what he's wearing. Just some lines, right? Do either of my kids airbrush? Kathy, my little one has tried it a few times. My oldest, he's kind of like, he likes to draw a little bit, but neither one of them's into airbrushing yet. You know, and if they are, they are. That's tremendous. If they're not, that's okay too. I mean, really, you think I want that kind of competition out there? No, but I'm going to encourage whatever they want to do. Just wondering if you have the first one you airbrushed on Etsy yet. You do awesome work. The first one of these, as of a couple minutes ago, I had some people tell me that it was still there. Okay. So Sharon, this one, to my knowledge, is on the Etsy page right now. So if you want it, go to my Etsy. The link should be in the comments there. And go grab it, and go grab it quick. Destiny says you should airbrush Beth and the kids for Christmas pictures. What a picture that would make, right? Have you seen my airbrush, people? I don't like portraits. So what I'm going to do on the stripes of his suit, his collar is going to go this way, horizontal. And in the airbrush world, these are actually called, I don't know, what are they called? Daggers. Dagger strokes. That's what they're called. They're called dagger strokes. Took me a minute. It's been a while since I looked into all that stuff. Being self-taught by YouTube is really how I learned. Sitting out here practicing over and over and over and over and over again. But yeah, dagger strokes is something very important. What about the Santa skull? The Santa skull is not on there yet, but Beth, if you're still watching, Beth can actually come out here and take a picture of it, and she can put it on there, if she's still watching. Now, the other stripes to his suit, the other stripes, they're going to go vertical up and down. Uh-oh, Beth says I'm on my way. You just sold one of your blackjack beanies. Awesome, James. That is so awesome. Good to hear. Oh, there's the boss. Here she comes. All right, guys. Beth is going to take a picture. Let me help her out here real quick. She is going to take a picture of this one that I airbrushed just a few minutes ago. She's going to take a picture of this and she's going to put it on Etsy for you, okay? It's going to be gone quick, okay? So whoever gets it, fantastic, and thank you. Be watching on my Etsy page because this one's going on there now.
Give me just a few minutes.
All right, she said give her just a couple minutes and she's going to have it on there. So if you'll comment on the post when it's on there, then it can go bye-bye. My problem is I gotta learn when to stop. I could sit out here and do this and just forget that the world exists. And that's not really fair to my family. And some of my friends, you know, want to know why I can't hang out. Because I'm in here working. But actually I'm in here having fun and I get paid to do it. So I don't know if you can call it work or not. I gotta run and keep up the good work. See you around, friend. All right, Destiny, come see me when you need something. I'm always here for you. So you'll notice that these stripes will definitely make the suit stand out a lot better. So my other question is, do y'all want to watch me make something else? Or do you want me to stop? Is there something that you want to see me do real quick? You have the opportunity to buy it? Perhaps some ideas for another video. James, at least you can do something that you're passionate about and love to do. You definitely do awesome work. Well, James, I can only do awesome work because I have clients like you, and I do appreciate it. I cannot do this without you. I cannot stress that enough. This is more than just a hobby now. This is my electric bill, and that's because of you guys. I take it very seriously, and even though I'm passionate about it, I know that I can't do this by myself. It's not me. That's everybody that supports me. I'm gonna give the little bat some eyes. For any of you guys watching, please check out my Etsy page. And the other thing, I really need you guys to go to my YouTube, okay? My YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/crazythingart, okay? Go subscribe for me. Because what I really want to do is build my YouTube channel so that I can have my Facebook with just my regular posts. You know, and let's say I wanted to I wanted to post this. I would post a picture of this on my Facebook, and then I could have a video of it where I show it to you and show you every little detail, and I get to tell you what it is and tell you maybe where it's going or tell you the story behind it, because a lot of my work has a story behind it. And I don't get to express that or express myself as much in a Facebook post. So I really want the opportunity to build on YouTube and be able to express myself more. And that's up to you guys, okay? I'm not asking you to buy anything on there or nothing. Just, I know that there's some things on there that people buy, but I'm not asking that. I'm just asking you to go on there and hit the subscribe button. It's easy to do. Once I get my subscribers up, like I said earlier, I want to start doing some how-to videos for those that want to know and want to learn, so I can show them my way of doing things. But if you really want to watch me do it and you want to hear me talk, you want to see the ugly mug with the airbrush more often, go to my YouTube and check it out. All I'm doing now is trying to highlight, because as this has started to dry, I can see it starting to darken up in some spots. So, all right, that makes 2 of these, guys. 2 of these are now available. These are available with or without a name. It's completely up to you. This one still got to dry, and I will seal it along with the other one. Everything will be sealed. Everything will be put on Etsy. Again, the links for my Etsy should be right there in the comments and in the description for you. This one should go pretty quick. The bags, again, these are the new ones. This is one of the new ones. This one will probably go pretty quick on my Etsy page. And Bess says that this one is now posted. This is now on my Etsy page. Just now posted on my Etsy page, okay? If you want this one that you just watched me airbrush live for you, go get it now, before it's too late. Okay? I can make another one, but it won't be exactly like this one, because as you saw, everything I do is freehand. Does it look like the skull's talking? Is the skull talking to you? Okay. Getting a little creepy out here, I guess. Guess it must be the fumes or something. I better get cleaned up. Get my airbrush guns cleaned up. Get the shop closed up for the day, so that I can enjoy my family. I can live the dream, and I can do that because of you guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, I can't do anything unless you guys are pushing buttons for me. So today I would love to ask you to go to my YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Crazything Art. Subscribe for me, please, and show me the support that way, so that I can continue to live my dreams and airbrush, and just I get to live through you guys, and I love it so much. All right, I'm gonna get off here before I get too emotional. I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing me talk by now. Thanks for everything that you do. I mean that. You guys are awesome.